everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Rams going up against the Elks.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Salt Lake City Elks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw now on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down. That good for 19 on a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. Gets past him at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And a huge play that time. 73 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down shot. The 40 at the 38-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Detroit! Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
And now it's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down following the run. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. Watching that, Barney. All right, here we go. Philly,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here we go. Watching that, Barney. Barney.
And to give this time to the tailback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Back there. Over. Hurry up, here we go.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They'll drop to throw. he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity. Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45. Yard line. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Yeah, baby. Watching that, Barney. Now let's go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go now. Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joshua Perry coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.